Hi guys, Gareth here, Garoki. I'm off on another gig trip. I'm going to Basingstoke to the Sanctuary, I know. And I'm going to go and see Treasure's EP release album, EP release tour. Basically the band After Party are playing, so that's basically why I'm going to go and see them play.
It was really cold. Cold reception. Think you got what it takes, my friend, that's the worst mistake to make. We'll stand our ground with a poison that you can't sweat out. No, we're not backing down until you're blacking out. To come out with your fist raised, I won't stop until I hear you say your friends aren't famous anyway, but this time you're gonna make it. This time you'll go the extra mile, and I won't try and fake it. You're the best in town. This time you're gonna make it. This time you'll go the extra mile. I won't try and fake it. You're the best in town.
was the day after the gig. I actually got drunk last night, which was not a good thing. So I'm just going to go through and review. Thankfully, I make notes when I go to these gigs now. So let's talk about the venue, the Santuary in Basingstoke. It's probably one of my least favourite venues that I go to more than once. It's maybe a 50 capacity venue. I think so about that. It was packed last night. I mean, probably at capacity. Crowd there, it's a bit of a mixed crowd you get there. You get like your normal, rock gig goers, who are dressed up, your goths and things like that. But then you get people who are like dressed up like for a proper night out on a Saturday night, like people that you see going clubbing and stuff like that, which is kind of weird. You don't normally see that in a like music venue, especially when the music that was being played. But hey, they're there. There was nothing on tap there. It's all cans and stuff, and so it was like $3.50 for a can. I think it was $1.50 for a Coke. And the Coke isn't even from a can. It's from basically they have like the 2-litre multi-packs from like the supermarket, which they then pour into a glass. It's and then let's go and talk about the toilets. Like the toilets are dreadful. The stink. There's like mold growing in the corner. That toilet in there probably hasn't seen bleach ever. There's no door, so when anyone walking past and see you pissing, it's just dreadful. They need to fix it. I mean, it used to be a restaurant at some stage in the past, and it's obviously then being converted into a music venue, and it was just rubbish in there. I got to be said, to play stuff, and then going on to the actual music part of the venue. Basically, they've got like these rubber foams across this one wall where basically there's a like where the restaurant, I suppose you'd say, the restaurant next door is, and basically that's to reduce the sound. I will say that this time the sound wasn't turned down because of the neighbours. It was like at normal volume, so that was pretty good. There's no stage there either. Yeah, there's no stage there, which is it isn't always a bad thing, but sometimes it can help when you go to a venue, especially when it's packed. There's a stage of the band performing, because then you actually can see the band playing. The one thing I will say, because there's no monitors there, so the bands can't really hear themselves, the vocals for everyone is always too quiet, and that's going to always be the problem. All that being said, I think the sound guy there that night did an amazing job keeping everyone, making it all sound as good as it did. Hats off to that guy. He was really worth his weight in gold that night. So the first act up was Sam Booth. He's an acoustic solo artist. The songs that used to play guitar in a band with Treasures or in Treasures. I'm not 100% sure on that. Maybe I should have done some research, but hey. He was very stripped back acoustic sound. He had a lovely sounding voice. The first song he did play though, it sounded like his guitar wasn't in tune, but everything else sounded perfect after that. It was very good to hear him play. Was it the way he was reacting to the crowd? I think because obviously a lot of his friends were there. It sounded more like he was just playing in his living room to a bunch of mates rather than playing in a packed venue to a crowd. It's really good sound. It's really really good to listen to him. Very good acoustic artist. I listened to him again. Next up were Screen Headlines. They're a 4-piece from West Wales, so they'd come a long way to play that one gig. Dual-fronted singing, was it really, which is kind of unusual. And when I say singing, I mean singing, not like one singer, one screamer. I mean actual singing. I would call them proper rock music. Remind me a little bit of Black Rebel Motorcycle Club, but not entirely. Really, really heavy songs. Some really sweet drum sounds coming from them. I really enjoyed them. I'd probably go and check them out if they played any local to me. I probably wouldn't go all the way to West Wales to go and see them, but if I was in West Wales, I'd definitely go and see them if they're playing a gig. Really good sound. Guys should go and check them out. So on next were Grace Lakes. They're another rock band. Sort of play between speed rock and soft rock. So some of their songs were speed rock, some of their songs were kind of soft rock, and they sort of jump between those two and sort of in between there. Really good sound. Really weird the way they lined up, because they had their singer on the right and then their bass player, who was basically centre front stage. I had a few technical issues, just a few. The bass player broke his guitar. When I mean broke he broke the strap on his guitar, so he couldn't play with that, and he had to change. Really good. I really like seeing them in a proper venue, because they'll probably get the full benefit of the sound. Would definitely see again if they're playing anywhere near me, and might even go and see them play up north, Rochdale I think it is, so I may even make a trip there to see them play in a venue.